All right. Good evening. I had an epiphany. I decided that maybe I should run in 2028. I'm not a politician. I've never held a political position before. But maybe that's what it takes. For somebody who's never done any big business or whatever. Trump was not a politician, but he was a businessman. So they say, not the greatest, whatever. That's who he's going to be. So I'm going to say, I'm neither a politician, nor a businessman, nor an influencer. If you look at my subscribers, you'll see them. They suck at it. Let someone like me should be president of the United States of America. And before I really get into it, what I wanted to help build this country, the organization that it once was. We fall into chaos. A nation that went from sending people to the moon, like innovative, technology, and talking, with other nations, see if we can improve them and improve us in the long run. Now we can't figure out what to. Now we can't figure out, what fucking gender we are, what bathroom we should fucking use. Which I'll get into that later in the campaign. I am neither left nor right. I'm just a random guy on YouTube who can't get a following. And that's why I think that makes me the best candidate for office in a little over 2 years. Primary candidate. So we'll see how things shift. Because as of now, we have descended into complete chaos. So we've been headed that way for a long, long time since I said maybe 2001. When George Bush got into office. Then the 8 years of Obama, first term of Trump, the one Biden term, and now this term. I have a plan to get us out of this. But before I really get into that, I need to go for a stroll. I need to formulate this video a whole lot better than to do all my other videos. Because when you watch this video, you're not going to like it and subscribe. Nor I wish you would. And no matter what I do or how I do my filming, it hasn't generated enough audience. But that's neither here nor there. I've said this in my other videos. I'd rather people like and subscribe because of what I'm saying. Not because of my filmography or what I look like, etc., etc., etc. And that's also said before. Maybe if I had just more right, maybe I would have a bigger problem. Maybe capitalize on this so-called chance to make money vlogging on YouTube. Which is for another video itself. I'll cover that another time. But hold that thought. I'm going to share this little screen of this. And then we'll come back and talk. You got that. All right, I'm back. Let me see who's in the chat. Nobody as usual. All right. So let's continue on. I will be very transparent with the people. I have an idea of how we can reduce, the whole medical debt situation. I have two ideas. Let me know which one you think would actually be better. If got eliminated the need for health insurance, because some states make it so you have to have it by law, which I think is overstepping. I will make it so that medical care isn't so expensive in the first place. Because, regardless of your lifestyle, my situation, financial situation, we can all agree that medical care is ridiculously expensive. In fact, direct opposite of health care is having to be a free market. It's like auto sales. You can buy whatever car you want, and they can give you your business. It'd be interesting to see if medical care do the same thing. To where the only time you really need health insurance is in the case of an actual emergency. Like you banged up, somebody has to call 911. Send an ambulance out there, and you don't have to worry about getting slapped with a fucking huge ambulance bill or a huge hospital bill. What are your thoughts? I will also make a proposal to Congress to make it so that all lawmakers and all that want to pass laws to make certain things have to be licensed in those certain things. I'm going to give you three examples. Three examples that are certainly on the basic. I'll start with the Second Amendment. That's going to stay. And any lawmakers want to talk about gun laws, they need to take the firearm safety course. They need to learn everything about how they work, all that stuff. And they need to redo their training every year. Now, while I'm on that subject, I'm going to target the ones who don't follow laws. Because the way lawmaking is going down is really only targeting law-abiding citizens. And that's not going to solve the problem. Because criminals don't follow laws. Because you haven't figured that out yet. So, what I'm going to stop with is instead of running soldiers in all these, other countries, I'm going to have them deal with the problems in this country. And that starts with gang violence. That starts with, again, people who have guns that really shouldn't. And I'll say this, and I'll say this once. A lot of the anti-gun people say, domestic violence we can't get, but it's going to shoot anyways, whether they have it or not. So leave that up to you. Now, moving forward, laws pertaining to medical care. Now, we live in a country where medical care varies from state to state. And I'll throw the other hot topic within the topic. Transgender care for Turning from a camp here. Okay? And it may influence adults as well. But this is probably not you. In some states, the doctor doesn't affirm and give them all the hormones, puberty blockers. They lose their license. In other states, if the doctor doesn't affirm and do all that, they lose their license. Make that shit fucking make sense. And we all know the lawmakers for all that don't have a degree in medical care. They don't have medical degree. So who the fuck are they to fucking tell people what years of experience in this case, gender from the care, but any medical condition. Tell the doctors what they should and shouldn't do. But I'm going to tie abortion into this a little bit later. Now, just so you know, the mainstream abortion, I think, is, I think that should be done away with. Because these things called birth control, the pill, rubbers, it's all out there. I mean, I know it'd be frivolous to tell people to keep it in their pants, because nobody's going to listen to that. You know that and out of that. Okay. So, anyhow, back on topic here. What I want to see, especially, we're going to stick to transgender care youth right now. I would like to see is more research pertaining to that versus, cisgender or any other type of, gender identity. I would love to see more research going into that, so that we can better understand, why they think they're trans. So we can better understand, instead of, the right, vilifying the left, saying, oh, the criminal kids, and vice versa, saying how it's, bigger. Well, understanding needs to go. And my take is that it's probably throwback DNA of other species in gender swapping was necessary for the survival of the species. That's not the but anyhow, let's get right into it. If lawmakers want to pass laws on medical care, they need to go to medical school and get a PhD, a specialized medical. And this is true with all the conditions as well. The other issue that we deal with is that many of us have become walking pharmacists. People shouldn't have to be getting prescribed pill bottles this size of this coffee mug that is sitting in front of you. I can have it there or well. I don't give a shit. What I want to see is more utilization of pharmacogenomics. What that is, what's changed? That is strictly reserved for things like cancer. If you write it on a drug, to treat the condition without overdoing it and no real side effects. This applies to any other condition. Which I'm going to go with instead of masking symptoms. This is many other conditions that hurt the U.S. probably more so than other nations that I can think of. Digestive disorders, metabolic disorders, diabetes, celiac, food allergies, etc. Describe people's medicines, and a lot of them that's a huge cost for many people. So there's enough in there to get it. So, I want to know that the root of the problem. It's food for health. And why are we doing this stuff over this 30 years ago? There should be more innovation. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I would go even further and say, for people who are born with some or acquire some severe condition, such as muscular dystrophy, ALS. I want to see that medical engineering take the next level and turn them into Sacramento organs. Really more than that. People don't want really small and nothing in the right to well-being, whatever. I want to see the best now. You got to be excited for that. But cool. Again, that will be reserved for that. Everyone else, it'll just be cosmetic, cosmetic. Much like, right now, gender assignment, surgery. But again, I want to have the cost of all that brought down. Because right now it's fucking prohibitively expensive. And there's no need for that to be that expensive. But, again, before lawmakers start passing laws and telling medical industry, regardless what state they live in, how they should do their practice, they need to also go to medical school and get their PhD and specialize in whatever they want to make laws on. And I'll go more into that in a future video. But I also want to mention another thing where lawmakers like to pass laws on stuff that they don't have an understanding for. And let me pull that train of thought right now. Let's see what this one says. I was promised with this channel's video. He's got good content too. Let me see what he says. Okay, I can't see who replied to my comment because YouTube is being stupid. I'll go back to that. Let me get back to this. The automotive industry. Now, where I live, where I used to live rather, they want to regulate, they basically want to stick their nose where it don't belong, telling state inspectors, how to properly inspect the vehicle. Now, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this once. If your vehicle's like totally rusted up and looks like Swiss cheese, yeah, I'd like to tell where to go. Because that obviously is something the genes figure out that that's what it's missing. But everything else, you need to stop putting cameras on inspection. I know this started, in Massachusetts, because they went by empirical data. They expected a certain amount of vehicles to fail, like 5 out of every other. Maybe a few years when it was 1% of failures. That's a then also considering a tax on by setting the incentives, or the reverse, something that should pass the bill, just so they can act it. It's just fucking nonsense. What I would like to see is that, and this may boil down to the inspection station. Go through the inspection, and instead of putting like a failed sticker, that's they can go that way. It's also how the fuck is that to get it fixed to get it fixed? What I would like to see instead is a state inspection. If it doesn't get a pass, they have to sign a waiver, relieving the station of all license. That's what I want. Instead of stations, holding the vehicle hostage, especially here, it's never going to fail. Let me get to know yourself. And that's another thing I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about. But let's face it, you guys are fucking out of reach for most people. I've discussed with many other people who are way more successful than I have discussed this. It is fucking ridiculous. I want to enact basic vehicles. And also, I want to make a proposal to Congress to tell the automakers to make manual transmissions for all of their cars. And that includes electric. Because I know there was one company that actually has a simulated manual transmission. So that thing is pretty cool. I know it's not the real thing, but you get my point. But for those that, burn dinosaurs, yeah, we need to see that come back. Because the fact they're taking that away and putting all these bells and whistles is almost making drivers dumber. But we need to see more basic vehicles that have what people need, no more, no less. So that's how it used to be the gold days. You pick and choose whatever option instead of having to buy a whole fucking package just to get one thing. That's not right. Also, I just want to ban dating apps. We'll keep social media, and whoever uses it is on you. But I'm going to ban dating apps. Every single fucking one of them. And tell people to get out there and fucking talk to each other. I also want to have enacted, laws, for false accusations like spawning. No offense, but this ties in what I see on those manosphere channels, people take false accusations and nope, get held up. But that's not the only reason to spawn. Speaking of spawning, there's actually a reason I also that people spawning calls for actually hunters and just the genius figure out that put it out that one, maybe because of actual spawning. All fairness, I'm not saying that everybody's doing that deliberately, but that's what we're trying to get this up. It has the same punishment, especially when the cops, guy gets on news, or vice versa, that the false accuser should be punished in the same exact fashion as if the offender would if he or she did it. This is nonsense. And I also want to make a proposal that any lucky ladies that want to hook up with me will never have to pay taxes again. Yeah, that's it. And I subjected to the truth of that message right there. And I lost a guy extra money to set me up with it. Any guys have a sister they want to hook me up with? I'll pay them a cool million. Yeah, that's what I want to enact. Take it from the rich. And I know I won't get many votes from the rich. But hell, there's more poor people than there are rich people. I also want to regulate how much people are charging for shit. And that includes things, like price of the car, price of rent, price of utilities, what companies are charging, like for things like electric, heat, oil, gas. Because this is no way, and food too, yeah, bring down the prices. There's just no way that, a thing of cereal is, the Amazon should cost $6. It should be out. That is Cheerios. Good cereal. I'm kind of a store brand Cheerios. They're really not those. It's just not the same. It'll never be the same. I was running joke with my family. Anyhow, yeah. And just so that people don't think I'm misogynistic or anything like that. Focusing on incel culture. We did say we want to program people to want to date each other, put computer chips in them. Because that'll solve the whole problem right there. I mean, it would be costly. Oh, and let me get back to the gender debate thing. I want to turn every fucking bathroom into single stall setups. Single stall. That will solve the whole bathroom. Fucking single stall. You don't have to worry about sharing bathroom with a trainer. So it doesn't put any effort into presenting themselves as what they want to be. Single stalls will eliminate that problem once and for all. So, back to the whole dating thing. Well, I don't want to say, the thing goes to the legal or anything, because that's just too far. That's just too far. Maybe they're programming people to want to do each other. Maybe going too far either. So let's hold off on that one. So let's get to the reality. We spent way too much time thinking. I know, I'm going to be challenged with this doing live right now. I want to bring back the old ways of actually interacting with people. I'd like to spend time traveling stuff to do that fucked up and made up. Broke my ankle. And we don't have that technology. I want to do is get to the root of how this whole ghosting phenomenon, situationship, and all that stuff really came to fruition. Because a lot has changed since I've been on this earth. Again, I'd also be the first Gen Xer. There's a thought. We need a Gen Xer for once. Became super close. And Harris had won. Well, technically she'd be a boomer, but she's so close to that cutoff point. You might as well say she's Gen X. Again, I don't want to come across, misogynistic because, let's face it, I'm going to get rejected too. So maybe in time, let's punish those who reject people. Okay, I was kidding. All right, enough about that. We can't fix that. But what I want to do, I want to have an attitude is those who can't handle rejection should be properly punished. It's just, there's really people on the fucking planet, about 370 million US. I want to bring back interaction in the real world. That's what I want to bring back. If I get any blocks or hindrances on what I want to enact, because obviously the president can't make laws, because Congress and whoever shuts down my idea, I will tell the public which one it was, or which group of people it was. I will put their names on blast. I will enact. I will bring down the cost of stuff. I will make it affordable for people, regardless of income, to have some type of means of living independently. Whether they work a jump job, retail, but they work 40 hours, they should not have to stay at home with their parents. Type of means where they can have some independence. Maybe a rooming house, what I live in, with a small studio, whatever. So I want to enact cap offs on that. I want to enact cap offs on gas prices, utilities, goods that consumers buy. Because there's just no need for gas to be $3 a gallon. No need for utilities to keep going up. There's just no need for it. So I will enact a plan that will stop all the greed. Because again, like Mr. Ventura said, there should not be one billionaire. There should not be any greed. Anyhow, that's really all I have for now. So in 2 years, if I can get enough of a following, I might just actually run. Because I'm just a random YouTuber who can't get subscribers. Anyhow, over and out. I think I'm going to go eat something. I'll talk to you.